I eat biscuit. No, give me a biscuit. I haven't finished. Yeah. Cool.
Hey guys, welcome back to CheekyChikeTV. I'm Cheeky and I'm Cheeky.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, CheekyChikeTV. The what? The place.
Cheekiest place to be in the planet.
Yeah. Okay. All that. I'm here today with the lovely
AMARIE CASSIDY.
one of my YouTube mentors. So,
I guess.
her channel will be in the description below, so go to her channel, watch her videos,
Watch all
subscribe,
that, everything.
like. On my channel today, we're going to be talking about the important issue that is body image.
Body image. And this is going to be chit-chatty. So, ain't no real structure to this, but just go on top.
It's an important topic to talk about, I feel, because your body image can have a direct impact on your mental health and
relationships, just
everything,
whole, just
really.
spiral.
So it's really important to try and maintain a positive body image wherever you can. But what we're going to touch on in this video is how it's a lot easier said than done.
Oh yeah. Have you had problems with body image before?
I have. I've had problems with body image till very...
Guys, in my last video, he just said that he goes to the gym.
That's the thing. There's having a gym membership. I've had a gym membership for a long time, but there was a period of time where was I attending?
I was like that.
I wasn't attending.
I just deleted.
And not even just gym wise. Like I'm not the tallest person.
It's okay.
I'm not the tallest person in the world. I haven't always, like we said, I haven't always been the one who attended the gym frequently. So there was a period of time when I wasn't really happy with myself. When I walked into a room, I wasn't really confident with the way that I looked, because I was always thinking people are going to be looking at me as the short guy who's a little bit overweight kind of thing. And I didn't realize how much that affected my confidence, affected how willing I was to go for things.
Is it that you didn't even realize that it was affecting your thinking? It
Yeah.
was just kind of a straight, nah, not for me.
Yeah,
And you wouldn't
exactly.
even think,
And
oh, it's because like...
I wouldn't know why. Unpopular opinion alert. The way that I actually realised was I went home for summer once. Sometimes Nigerian parents, Nigerian aunties can be a bit savage.
Don't care.
They can be a bit savage about stuff. So when I came home for summer, my mum told me that you're looking a bit big. Big. Big was the word I used, yeah. And obviously I shouted, I was offended. I was like, oh, you don't know what the effect that saying that can have on somebody. I don't know why people say stuff like that. But unpopular opinion, I feel like if not for the fact that my mum had said that to me, it wouldn't have hit home, and I wouldn't have started trying to eat right, starting to be active. And at the time it was physically just, I wanted to physically look better so people wouldn't think I was big at the time. But then after doing that, being active made me feel better as well, and you just feel invigorated kind of thing. And after a while of feeling invigorated, feeling good about yourself in a way, you gradually just start to feel better about yourself, feel more confident in yourself in general, and all sorts of things like that.
I feel like the whole thing about your unpopular opinion about finding out from a savage African parent, like, it's weird because our parents are usually the ones that carries the most weight when they'll say something about you. I remember my mum used to tell me, like, I'm looking too skinny, like, oh, why am I eating? Like, my little sister, she'd have like a bum and stuff like that, and I'd just be like a little twig. I think that's why you've been like around your 8 or something. Like when your parents says that to you, it's kind of like a little bit, you swear. But at the same time, sometimes there could be things that they'll say that aren't like I don't know, not the most positive or something like that, because a lot of parents can be stuck in their ways. So maybe if you look, random example, say you're thick, say you go curvy, like this, like that. Maybe your mum grew up in a time where everyone was skinny, so then she'll say to you, oh, like, don't you need to go to the gym kind of thing? Like, but you're healthy, you look good, that's just how your body is shaped, you know what I mean? Sometimes the opinions can be in a way that's put forward like this is fact, but it's not. So I guess take everything, even if it's come from your parents, what people say about your image, with a pinch of salt. Like
you mentioned that the important thing is health. Before I lost my weight, I was unhealthy. Like, clinically, there's measures of that. I was not at a healthy weight for someone of my age, of my size kind of thing. So
can I ask how big you were?
I was...
Any pictures or anything like that?
I have pictures. I'll insert a picture if I feel like inserting a picture. At my heaviest, I was around 87 kilograms, and that was without going to the gym, so that wasn't 87 of... Now I'm around 73. If I do it in clothes sizes, was a 36 waist, now a 30 waist. Yeah, so bit of a difference there, but...
You did well.
I tried. After a while, I wasn't even doing it for the whole insecurity mindset sort of thing. It just became part of my life kind of thing, and something I enjoyed doing. Some people might not enjoy being active.
Or eating healthy.
Or eating healthy. But eating out, it's not now to enjoy eating. You kind of need to go.
Yeah, it's not hard to. I love eating healthy. I don't mean to sound bougie, but it's smoothies.
She's on the bougie.
Oh, I'm trying not to.
She's on the sound bougie.
There was a time I just got to, I think maybe it was like my gap year maybe. I just started eating cleaner, and the way it makes you feel is just another level.
But if not Itsy smoothies, Tesco salad and chicken. Also,
it's not the same.
At the end of the day, body image itself, its effect that it can have on you. There is a clinical condition called body dysmorphia.
I've heard of it.
Body dysmorphia is when what you perceive about yourself is not the accurate, in layman's terms, not the accurate actual description of yourself. So, for example, if you look into the mirror, you may see a huge overweight person when in fact you are actually underweight. Or for example, there's people who go to the gym, they may see someone who is underweight and without much muscle mass, but they are actually someone who's got a lot of muscles, they are particularly muscular, but when they look in the mirror they don't see that. That's what often drives people to overdo it in the gym, even sometimes pushes people to steroids, that sort of thing. That all these things can be very, very dangerous. And I feel like a lot more people may suffer with body dysmorphia than realise because they don't know it's a thing. Obviously there's haters, there's people when you should probably do something to make yourself more healthy. There will be people who tell you, oh no, you're fine, you don't need to do anything. But if you find that the majority of people in your life are telling you you're fine, there's nothing wrong with you, you're this, you're that. If everyone around you is telling you that same thing, if you ask them frankly and they're telling you that same thing, maybe talk to somebody. Maybe talk to somebody and understand whether it is all in your mind. Yeah.
The thing is, like when you have this body dysmorphia, surely as well, you just don't know. You just don't think that how you're seeing yourself is a problem. You don't see it as incorrect, you know?
I feel like there was a period of time where I probably had like a little bit of body dysmorphia as well. And the problem with that when I had it is I just assumed everyone was a hater and that people didn't want me to succeed. So when
they'd be telling you look fine.
Yeah. When I wanted to, obviously I started going to the gym more. I was trying to like build up muscle, and when people are always telling me, oh, you're fine, oh, gym gang, yeah. I thought they were gassing me so that I would relax. I felt like they were gassing me so that I would relax and would now fall back to what I was before. And because I associated with what I was before with me not feeling confident, me feeling sad, me feeling not like myself.
You don't want to go back.
I didn't want to go back there. So it just pushed me more into just disregarding what everyone said, and to the point where sometimes where I would actually have to sit down and be like, oh, I've got work to do for tomorrow, but I also need to go gym. Which one do I do? When at the end of the day, that shouldn't really be something that comes into question if you've got work to do the next day. That is something that you need to do. Gym will be there tomorrow. It's when you struggle to prioritize between your wants and your needs.
100%.
That's when alarm bells should start ringing, and you should realize that you could potentially have a problem with your body image. I split my perception of myself into, I'll do this for boys and then you can
do it for girls.
How you feel about your height, how you feel about your weight, and then not only about your weight now, your body, like if you're now muscular, if you're now slim, if you're now the shape of your body physically. Afro-Caribbean boys, your trim. That's a very important thing. People forget about the trim. Like personally, I still don't feel like I'm doing anything serious if I don't have a trim.
Is a trim something that can make a guy feel like genuine less confident? Because I've bantered with my guy friends like, oh, your trim's dead, la la. Is it something that could genuinely harm someone's self-esteem, like feel that like that's their body image? I
feel like because we joke about it so much.
Yeah, we joke about it so much.
We forget that sometimes when you feel, for me in particular, no matter how well dressed I am, I can buy a new outfit, I can be creamed well, not makeup. Boys, cream is your makeup. If I haven't got a trim, I just won't feel good.
Fair.
And like even in exam time, people always talk about looking bummy in exam time. Oh, no trim for 6 weeks. I still have to get a trim. Genuinely, because I won't feel serious. Flexing. Not even for flexing. I feel more serious. Like I've got a purpose when I've got a trim.
Thing is, you feel good when you look good. So.
When you look good, you feel good. Yeah. But it's a very funny thing. Like I wish it didn't have as much of an effect on me.
When was the last time you got trim?
Like I got trim this week, and then last week. It's not even the trim itself. It's looking clean. And like people look at you and be like, that person is well put together. They look after themselves.
Definitely. Makes sense. Makes sense.
There's times, obviously, when I was feeling less confident about myself. It's just a day. It's a day when I'm not feeling good about myself, and I won't want to leave my flat, or I won't want to leave my accommodation because I wouldn't want people to see me that day. And that really is a problem. And no one should ever feel like that. And I'm just telling anybody, if you're sitting in your uni accommodation right now, watching this video, and you don't want to go out because of how you look, leave. No one's looking at you.
Literally, I think it's the funniest thing. You think it's going to be the worst thing, like people are going to look at you, it's going to feel so strange. Nobody cares, like they really don't. I used to not be able to leave my house without at least foundation. My skin is fine, but I need a foundation. Eyebrows done was like the minimum, and then I'd be fine to go out. But I've got to the point where I can happily leave the house now with no makeup on, because since the first time I actually did it, and it was only this year, guys, I'm big 21, and it was only this year I was able to like happily go out without makeup. I realised people don't care. The amount of compliments I got as well, like, oh, you look so good with no makeup, blah, blah. Like, it's such a culture shock to actually kind of culture shock.
I was gonna let it slide.
It's always a lot worse in your head than it actually is in reality.
Or people just don't notice.
Yeah.
Like, especially when you're not going anywhere where you know anybody. I guess though, when you do have a problem with your body image mentally, there's a sense of paranoia where you feel like people are looking at you when they're not actually looking at you. So understandably, it does make sense. It's hard to see where we're coming from.
I feel like it's a journey, obviously, to get to the point, because even me to go out with no makeup, I need to get to that stage. It was like a journey of kind of understanding, and then it's kind of getting to the point where you can push yourself to just do it and go out. That's the biggest lesson. That's when you're deep, like, wow, it's really not that deep. Kind of working on it, baby steps, and when you're at the point to go out, go to that party and just dance, not be scared about, you know, the flab that apparently you have that's jiggling. Like, that's the point where you realise that people don't care. They think you're a great dancer, they think you're beautiful, they think that your body looks fine. And I just feel like everyone has to get to that point of just doing it, and that's going to be the thing that kind of shows you that it's just not that deep at all.
That's the thing, like, even though I know within myself that obviously I went through like a body sort of journey, a lot of people that I met along the way are like, when they see me now and I tell them, are like, wow, I didn't even realise that you were ever big, kind of thing. It's because I made such a big deal about it in my own head that other people didn't even notice. It sounds cliche, but a lot of what people see is like your personality, the you from within. They're not actually paying as much attention to the outside as you are when you look in the mirror.
Yeah, I feel like we're not even trying to play you saying that, like, people don't see you, they just look at the inside. They see you.
People do judge.
Yeah, exactly. People do judge and they do see you. But I think the point is more that they just don't care as much as you think they do. Yeah. They don't care that, say you've got a little spot on you, they don't care. And also, if there is someone, say, that does, a magic person out there that just is watching you and thinks, oh, like, no, you need to be perfect.
Haters, shove it off your ass. Get off. Shove it off your ass. Yeah, haters.
You're not.
Away.
You know?
Away.
And what's the worst that can happen? What is, like, the worst case scenario? They don't like you. They don't want to talk to you anymore. You know, like, I feel like we need to understand, even if someone does see you looking any type of way, it's how you feel. If you feel comfortable like that, this is you.
If someone doesn't rate you because they've seen you not looking 100, like, that person, like you're saying, they don't need to be in your life.
Exactly.
If someone's going to give you positive advice about this is affecting your health now, let's all go gym, let's all start eating better, let's all do positive people that you should keep in your life. But if someone's just gonna say you're trying to move somebody, they now see you without trim one day, they start ghosting you. Is it the trim that we're going to be in a relationship with?
What we're going to do when we go through money troubles and relationships and marriage, and if it's the trim.
If it's now trim.
The girls.
Yeah, so what do you think are the most important categories of body image?
It's not necessarily a makeup game, because some people just don't wear makeup as well and they look fine, but we have such a standard, like, set for us because of how many beauty YouTubers and billboards everywhere that our face has to be looking a certain type of way. I'm gonna say hair. We all had a period where our weaves were looking plastic. You know the ones where you have the ponytail and it would just be jotted out. We've upgraded out here, right? But
when they're using the what's it called, the trackers party.
Oh, and body. I can be more specific as well. The body. But yeah, those are the main ones. I think the face, like I said, I went through it. It wasn't a thing of like hating my face that make always say that I didn't hate how I look. But it was always like if I'm going to go outside, I'm going to be presentable. And the only way to be presentable is to have at least some foundation in your eyebrows done. That's it. I don't know where that thinking came from. I have no idea, because it became, and I didn't even realize, but toxic in the sense that I couldn't, like, it would take me time. I'd be late to a lecture, I'd be late to somewhere, but I'd need to at least put some foundation on. I'd be on the train and doing my makeup before I got to XYZ place because I wanted them to see me a certain way, and like I wanted to look a certain way, to the point where I'd be covering my face like until I got to the train, sit down, like do my. It was just a mad way of thinking. I'm not gonna lie, pretty privilege, okay, is real. This video is really not about like us playing you and saying people can't see you without makeup, because people do see you without makeup. You will look different to how you look with makeup, but it's understanding that you are not any less beautiful without it. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing just to be natural. It's not a bad thing just to not wear makeup. Obviously, if you're going out, you want to glam up.
There should be a difference.
Exactly.
It should be different from when you're going out and when you're going
true.
to uni or just going about your daily life.
Going to Tesco, going to Sainsbury's.
It's not that deep.
It's not that deep. Going to see your friends even. They're not going to hate you if you don't have any makeup on. I think it's all been a kind of baby steps thing. Going out to some places that aren't as deep without makeup, like just down the road. And then to be able to go out to uni, go out to parties with no makeup and I'm fine. It's just the kind of belief that people's opinions aren't going to kill you. It's really not that deep. Yeah, I did a video on it though. Go to my channel. Like
you said, you end up being late for important things. People will think that you don't have your priorities set. That was a time when I was a bit insecure about height, weight kind of thing. So I felt like, oh, if I'm put together all the time, it will distract people from my insecurities. So it just creates a sort of image that you don't really want for yourself. It's
not a bad thing if you do like if you genuinely just like clothes and fashion and you always go out dressed differently. And also, if you like my little sister, she loves makeup, so she will happily do a full face to go somewhere like a lecture or something like that. It's not saying that that's a bad thing, but just know you don't have to.
It's when you're trying to cover something up that's internal, that's when you need to sort of check it. Like, if there's a reason behind it that is negative, that's when it becomes an issue. I'm going to talk about artificial hair, as in like not being able to get out your natural hair. It's all just the fact of like, this is what we're shown. We're shown that hair is nice like this. This is what is love. This is what guys would be attracted to. There was a time actually that I didn't want to change from curly hair. Like I was like, because I get loads of compliments on having curly hair. I was like, oh, curly hair so nice, can't touch it. Touch it. And then I was just like, I felt like it was my comfort zone. And I was literally like, and it sounds like such a stupid like insecurity to have, but I was literally like, I don't want to change my hair. I don't want to get anything new. Like, this whole year I've switched on myself so much, and it's just been refreshing and freeing. I'm no longer doing this for other people's validation and them moving to me on the streets. I'm doing this because this is not. That's not about artificial hair, because this is not my hair. This is. Ooh. Thing is, a lot of guys won't know that, you know. Oh really? They'll be genuinely. Really? There'll be guys watching this video who, when you said that, they were shocked. I really had an argument with someone in life that thought Beyonce's hair was her natural hair. As in, they've argued with me like, nobody is her hair. Look, it's coming out of her head. It's coming out of her head.
We have natural hair. I used to be at a point as well. Sometimes my videos are that I was like, I can't go out my I didn't have my hair undone. Done means there's a weave, there's cornrows, there's something over my natural hair. I would not have it undone for longer than 24 hours. Like literally, it'd get taken out at home in the evening, the next morning be in the hairdresser and it's getting done the whole day. Like that's how I used to be, and this was pretty much all my life until I went to sixth form, and then I met like girls that are like black girls too, and they talked about hair and like natural hair and to look after it, and I was in shock. I was like, wow. And during this time as well, my natural hair has been damaged. Like, thankfully now my natural hair is like better, full seed goodness. Pictures coming soon. But like, then it was literally like I'd be relaxing it, I'd be combing it out, I'd be doing things to it just so it can look a certain way. But really, I had hair there for me that was good. Like, and this is how some people are growing up. Thankfully, it's changing now because of the natural hair movement. But really, y'all, like, we need time to appreciate ourselves.
From a guy's perspective, maybe I don't have a right to make an opinion on it, but
go ahead.
I think it's important for young girls to be taught to appreciate what they have first, before then being allowed to progress into experimenting with styles and different sorts of... I've been to a wedding in Nigeria where there was the 3-year-old, what they call it, little bride. What do they call it?
The flower girl.
Flower girl. In Nigeria they call it little bride. So there was like a 3-year-old flower girl who had like...
Don't say weave.
It was weave. It was weave. It was wavy, body wave. And it's just for the pictures. It's for the picture. Oh, it will look fine. It will look fine. To me, it doesn't actually... I would have rather seen the girl with...
You know,
with one beads.
Exactly, the tread, dude, the
That's what I'm saying, just something nice like that. And I was just like, wow. That child will feel like, from an early stage, they'll feel like they need to have that sort of hair in order to be beautiful.
I feel like there's a specific thing as well for black girls, African Caribbean girls that think, in fact, not even African Caribbean, if you're any person of colour, that's something that the Eurocentric kind of image is how you need to be. It's not, but that is what is like put into people's faces. We're at an age now where we can like untrain ourselves to think like that. But come on, like a kid thinking that having wavy Brazilian hair is the way to be beautiful when she's got like kinky curls naturally, that is damaging.
It's damaging. Early stage where you're really impressionable, that can carry on to a later life. And something that someone said to you when you were 5 or 6 or 7 can just carry on until you're a grown adult, and it can continue affecting you, and you can lead to you feeling like you always need to have your hair done all the time in order to be beautiful, when it's not true. And it's not true.
And then going on to body. Okay, it was so funny. When I was in year 6, I got boobs before everyone else, and I wanted less boobs. I was like, no, I wanted to hide. So there's been little times like that throughout. I feel like it became a trend when I was in year 8, just to be dieting. Like, and trends are just stuff that you jump on, like fashion. And in like year 8, 9, I feel like it still happens now. Like it was a trend to kind of be like, oh my gosh, like, oh, have you tried this and things like that. It was the weirdest thing because you may not have thought before that you needed anything, and you could genuinely believe that you don't need anything. But dieting was cool. It was like, it was kind of feminine sort of thing as well. It was like, let me try it. I remember specifically dieting like year 8. I was like 9 stone, 9, 10 or something. I wasn't overweight. I was like healthy weight. But I was still just trying these little diets out just to see what happens. And this was a time where my body was changing and growing, and for me to be thinking that was cool, this
wasn't healthy.
It just wasn't healthy. I am not the person that has the nice curves. Like my body's pretty much just like got some boobs and it's straight. I'm like, you know, there's girls on Instagram that you see, they're like, and people think it's the new thing to be thick, slim, thick. I couldn't care less. I'm literally like, my body's how it looks. I'm calm with it. This is how it is, and I don't hate it because it's mine. So I feel like if you're at a healthy weight, don't be looking at Instagram for I want to look like this. Literally, because XYZ does not look like XYZ. You don't look like that.
But I feel like even back when we were young, like in year 7, year 8, I swear around that time a lot of celebrities were coming out with the Kim Kardashian diet, this sort of diet.
Yeah, exactly, so the juice diet. Cool. Yeah. It's like Beyonce was doing this diet.
Yeah.
They put all the diets out thinking, oh, this is for people like me, but really and truly there was a 14-year-old drinking juice for a week because
passing
you
out.
Beyonce.
Passing out at school.
Passing out, exactly.
So you start following the people you idolise, and I feel like over time people did realise that could be damaging to the younger generation. It's taking responsibility for those you have an influence on. Mm-hmm. For me in particular, I have younger cousins, like younger male cousins who, even though I obviously was trying to promote myself into a certain body image, girls in his age had just started noticing muscles, and so it now became the thing for all the guys to want to go to the gym and be big. And he's gonna hate me for mentioning this. I'm not gonna mention your name, but he obviously wanted to start going to the gym, started wanting to bulk, and was getting annoyed that the gym wouldn't allow people of his age to go. So you're not allowed to do weights in the gym, I don't think, until you're like 16 or 17. You can go to do like cardio and stuff, but then you can't do weights, which is what they wanted to do. So even though it was so important to me at the time, around him I tried not to place so much emphasis on it, because I felt like if he looked up to me, so if I was making it so important for me, making it obvious that it was so important for me that I need to go to the gym and get big, and made me realise that I need to take responsibility for the way that he could view himself, because he looks up to me. So the way celebrities influence people, you influence people in your life as well without realising it. People look up to you, and you just need to take responsibility for that, and sometimes choose your audience. I think that's it.
I think that's it too. If I was to leave them on anything, it'd be that it's baby steps. We understand. We understand. You don't need to listen to this video. You don't listen to the next video. But remember them. Take it. And it's a journey. It's something that is going to get there. Overnight. It really doesn't.
Doesn't happen. We're not telling you, if you don't like the way you look now, tomorrow you should start liking the way you look. It's not possible. The most important thing is there's people out there who you didn't think had problem, who did have one. No one's superhuman. I say this a lot. No one is superhuman. Anything that can affect one person can affect the next person as well. But ultimately, we said we're going to lean on something. I feel like ultimately, at the end of the day, we're talking about when you're healthy. When you're healthy, you should love yourself. Even if you are unhealthy, it's still a journey. It's still a journey. If you are unhealthy weight and you realize unhealthy weight, or just you're unhealthy, even if you do realize, it is easy to be frustrated and get frustrated that you're not getting results straight away. But that's not going to happen. Like, it's not possible. Just continue on the journey, continue improving your lifestyle in a way that, taking the advice that people give you and working towards what you feel to be right. And even if you don't get the physical results straight away, the external results straight away, internally you'll start to feel better. Your metabolism will speed up, all sorts of things like that. And you'll start to feel better even before you necessarily look exactly the way you want to look. And yeah, final thing. Without meaning to sound cliche, at the end of the day, it is what's inside that does matter at the end of the day.
100%. Because if you are the finest person, the beautiful makeup, guy with the biggest muscles, but there's nothing in here, you're not a good heart, you're not like, you can't chat, you don't have bands, you're not fun, you're just a look, ain't nobody gonna care about you.
Nobody's gonna care. Some of the best looking people are the saddest people.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Say it again.
Some of the best looking people are the saddest people. You won't think it. You'll feel like they look good all the time, so they must feel good all the time. That person who looks good might be the insecure person that we're talking about.
Exactly.
They could have been that person who took 2 hours to get ready before you saw them, and was crying in the mirror because they needed to be perfect. But you'll never know that because they'll never let you see that. That was just a little chit chat for you with AMARIE Cassidy.
I got it.
AMARIE Cassidy. Hope some people find this video useful. If you like this video, please click the like button.
If you didn't like it, click like anyway.
Subscribe and click the bell to get notifications for my videos. Subscribe as well to
AMARIE Cassidy.
The link will be in the description below. And yeah, we'll see you soon.